So they can make out.
Cafes. Wait, that was bad time. No, people don't go to cafes to make out.
Well,
wait,
no.
what?
No, they go to
I don't
karaoke
know what kind of
bars
cafes
to
you went
make
to.
out. No, they go to karaoke
You and I
bars
have two different
to
cafe
make out.
ideas.
Yeah. What's up, you guys? Welcome back to our podcast, Nighttime Talks.
Welcome back.
It is Deavan and Topher, and we are here with another exciting episode.
In the previous episode, we talked about what it was like traveling to South Korea, and some of the things that we noticed was different, like the trash, the napkins, the restroom or the bathrooms.
The bathrooms, definitely.
So if you haven't seen that one and you are considering going to South Korea, check it out.
Definitely check it out. And today's episode's really exciting because we are going to be getting into what we know all the ladies want to hear, dating culture, as well as we're going to talk about food and some superstitions.
That's going to be a fun one. I mean, I think like for a lot of people that have an interest in South Korea, know about the superstitions. And if you don't, and this is your first time hearing it, it's going to be like, wow, interesting. And then food, everyone's always
Everybody
interested
loves
in
food.
And then dating culture is, yeah, I think it's a hit or miss, but it's definitely something where you're like, interesting.
It's very different from Western dating, that's for sure. Excuse me. We'll cut that out. Yeah, dating in Korea is very different from Western culture, I would say. I've dated someone from Korea, and you've also dated someone from Korea.
Right.
Which is awesome because you guys are going to get the viewpoint of both male and female. So that's very interesting. So let's start off with you. Like you mentioned in the last episode, you guys met in America.
Wait, are we talking about dating first or food first?
Oh, yeah. Let's talk about food.
Yeah. You know what? Let's get into food because that's what we said we were going to lead off with.
Yeah, we need our appetizer first.
Food's great over there.
It is.
I feel like Korean food in general has a much cleaner type of feeling. Like when you eat, like compared to like eating.
Gross.
Well, I love American food too. I love all kinds of food, but like when I eat Korean food in particular, and this isn't because I'm Korean myself, but it's like I feel full, but I don't feel like
sick full. Yeah.
Yeah.
I get that. And it's definitely a big thing in Korea. Like I feel like the eating culture, like I know America says we have an eating culture, but I think that's different because I feel like Americans, we just overeat. We eat a lot of greasy foods.
And I don't think the restaurants help with
portions.
Yeah, because like it's huge.
Huge. And
like go to a normal restaurant, American restaurant, and you order one entree and it comes with all these sides, which is great.
It is.
But like, man, is it a lot of food? And we don't even finish it.
We don't finish it. We actually do the Korean thing where we share a dish. Yeah. And that's something very interesting about Korean food that we can first start off with is, like you mentioned, you get one big plate and it's almost impossible to finish it at a restaurant here in America. In Korea, it's you order one thing, right? But it's shared between everyone. And then you'll have like 10, 15 side dishes. You'll have like your small dish of kimchi, small dish of fish, like all that kind of things, and then the one big portion in the middle, which is usually like beef or chicken, and you guys all share that, which I freaking loved because when I'd go out, sometimes I wouldn't be hungry, so if you don't want to be rude, no one can tell that you weren't eating. So I loved that.
And like you get the benefit of trying lots of different foods.
Yeah, different
because
dishes.
If everyone's ordering like a bunch of different things, now you get to try all these different things, as opposed to, I feel like in American culture, it's everyone orders their own dish. Yeah. And it's kind of like, unless you're like, hey, can I have some?
Which they're probably going to say no.
How's that taste over there?
Yeah. So that's one thing that's really awesome about Korea. If you didn't know that, Korea It's if you walk into a restaurant and let's say you're going with a bunch of Western friends and you walk into a restaurant, you guys each order your own plate. Expect your table to be full because then it's going to be like you're ordering 3 different meals for a family, if that kind of makes sense. I mean, you can keep going, like eat. But yeah, food culture there is huge. It's how people socialize over there. And it's kind of funny. I was telling Chris earlier, I was invited to a house party in Korea. And I was like, sweet house party. You know, when you think house party, you think DJ and you're like, you know, dancing. You're like, yeah, drinking, dancing, having fun. Well, in Korea, it's like a house party is. It's a... I can't remember what the tables are called, but they kind of look like a coffee table and the legs fold out. And you'll have that table and everyone will sit around and you just eat the whole time and drink soju. And that's what a house party is there. And you just eat a lot. And I found that so much fun. Like I wasn't into big parties, so I really enjoyed that. Now let's talk about the dishes, the famous food in Korea. Was there any type of food you thought... Like, you are Korean, so when you went to South Korea, did you ever have, like, any, what's the word, like, thoughts? Oh, I bet they eat this. I bet they eat that. But in reality, you went there and you're like, oh, wait, no, they eat this. Or maybe it's just me. You know, like, people say, like, you eat bugs, that kind of stuff, you know.
Okay, so I want to clear this up. I've never had bugs.
See, they tried to get me to eat bugs in Korea, which I didn't, but...
It's for entertainment.
It was, and I want to make that clear too. Like the show I was on, I went to South Korea, and every time we ordered food, it was always the craziest food. And so a lot of American viewers assume that's just the kind of food there. No, it's not.
I don't know. I mean, it's hard to speak for everybody.
Yeah.
And like, it's hard because I was born here and I was raised here. I grew up here, so I can't really speak on what happens over there, but at least in our household we've never had bugs.
Yeah, and they have some good food, but yeah, I felt like the show I was on was trying to show all the gross foods, and all foods out there aren't like that. It's really good. Surprisingly, fried chicken is the biggest business in South Korea. If you guys didn't know that, didn't they say there's like, you walk down a street and there'll be like 30 different fried chicken restaurants.
It's like I think it's like a Starbucks over there.
Yeah.
You know, there's like a Starbucks on every corner
like a
here.
McDonald's.
Yeah, like fried chicken is
good.
king.
It's good.
You know, I don't think I've had bad fried chicken in South Korea, and I've probably had it
one
like
time, but
every other night, different places.
I did, but I felt like it was because it was too spicy. So I wouldn't say it was bad. I just felt like it was maybe way the sauce spicy.
Or something.
Yeah, but fried chicken's huge there. If you guys didn't know that, I didn't know that until I went there.
I love getting fried chicken. Even in LA, in Koreatown.
That's so good.
Yeah, I was just getting fried chicken and soju and with friends, and it's
fun. It's big. Let's see, what other great popular foods? You got your food stands everywhere.
Yes.
And usually at food stands, you'll have the fish cakes. I don't know what
they're
called.
I noticed,
like the fish
I think
cakes
it's called
on a steak.
So like the food stands, or I don't know if it's the same thing, but the tents outside where people eat, I think that's called a pojangmatcha.
Yeah.
But and you see a lot of those in like Korean dramas and stuff.
Oh, those are fun. I went to it one time when I was filming, and I got on that soju. It was the first time I tried soju.
It's like that experience you get. You're outside with friends or alone. You don't feel like you're in a restaurant. You're just kind of at a nice little tin table, sometimes plastic table, flimsy chairs, and it's usually a lady just cooking some fresh, tasty ass food like right in front of you and serving it to you like on a paper plate, but you know, like the food is bomb.
Yeah.
And it is bomb.
It is.
And it's just that full experience. And I totally understand why they show that in dramas all the time.
Because it's fun.
Because that was the one thing I really wanted to,
and it's
to
cheap
do when I went.
So if you guys watch K-dramas, check it out. Well, it depends. Okay, it depends where you go. But soju, on another hand.
Oh, yeah. Like
It's $1 in Korea, as here at like a Korean restaurant, it can be anywhere from $8 to $14 for one bottle.
I think the most expensive I saw a soju bottle at a restaurant in South Korea was probably like 3,000 won.
Yeah, about $2.50. Yeah.
Whereas, and that was in a restaurant.
Now,
and
if
then
you
like
go
a
to the
convenience
store,
it's like
86 cents.
Yeah,
it's
1,000 won.
insane.
But here, like a bottle at a market was like
Expensive.
$3-4, and then at a restaurant, the minimum I saw was $12.
Yeah, it's
going
insane.
up to like 13, 14, 15 was the highest I've seen for one bottle.
I think the highest I saw was $22 in Las Vegas.
You know what's crazy is that when I was at a convenience store in South Korea, I was looking for water.
Mm-hmm.
Water was more expensive than a bottle of soju.
Oh,
and that blew my mind.
And it's something about their water too is like anytime I drink their water, because I lived there, so I don't think it's normal over there like it is over here to buy a lot of bottled water. I think everyone just drinks tap. And bottled water there, I remember I asked someone who lived in Korea and they were telling me that like the way it is, it kind of makes you a little bit more dehydrated. So a lot of people
there?
Yeah, I think it like was something about lemons or something. I can't remember, but and I noticed that when I drink water there, I just felt more thirsty. So then I started drinking tap too.
For a second, I thought you were going to say, it makes me more thirsty, so I just decided to drink soju.
More. No, I started drinking tap, and I never drink tap. So, yeah, definitely. The convenience stores are cool, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is it? Is it called an E-Mart?
CW?
CW.
CW, E-Mart. That's the grocery store name, too.
Or is it CJ?
It's E-Mart 24 or something. I can't remember. CW or CJ.
They're everywhere.
No, CJ isn't that the film company?
Is it? I mean, I feel like they're
so
conglomerate.
It's like
they own everything out there.
And also in a lot of K-dramas, you see a lot of people eating at convenience stores, like corner stores, right? You can do that. Every single one usually has a table on the outside. A lot of people will just buy soju, ramen. They have, yeah, they have. That's actually what me and my mom did at the Airbnb that we first stayed in. We would walk over, buy eggs, bacon. Everything is more expensive if you go to the corner store. But yeah, a lot of people will just go get a drink and ramen and sit outside and chit chat.
That was one of my dreams, to go.
Did you ever do that?
Yeah, go.
It's fun.
Get ramen. Hangang.
Yeah.
So the river, that really big river.
Yeah.
I went there at night. I went there twice, actually.
Oh, you did? I had a YouTube video there. It's not on my channel anymore, sorry.
I went there multiple times, actually, but you know what? Yeah, I went there like 3 times, and every time I went there, I went to a convenience store. Yes. I got ramen, and they have that machine. You open it up, and you put in the hot water, and you're just waiting, and you get some soju.
Yeah.
And you look at the river, and you eat it, and it was cold, too, because I went in November, and it was like probably one of the very few highlights. That and then eating at a pojang matcha.
They also have the best ice cream at convenience stores. You know, like the soft served ice creams. Yeah. It's like, we'll have to put a picture if we can find one. It's like a soft served ice cream with a little cup on top of it. I went to the convenience store almost every day with the kids because they loved those ice creams. And they were so cheap. Like 20 cents. It's insane.
It's dangerous when you have American currency and you're there.
Oh, I felt rich. I was like poor, but felt super rich over there. Like, so I'm always
buy that and that and that and that.
Right. I'm still trying to convince Chris to move over there because I feel like we'd be living like kings. And over here, I don't feel like kings. But yeah, no, the food's awesome. Did you have a favorite meal over there that you tried?
See, you know, off the top of my head, I can't think of a favorite meal.
Oh god, I can take a drink.
So there's a car outside right now that's like revving its engine.
So I'm taking a drink, so somebody has some more.
I mean, we don't have to cut this out. They could see everything that goes on. But so I wouldn't say a favorite meal.
Yeah.
But 2 meals do come to my mind, and the first they were both in Jeju, Jeju Island. And the first one was tonkatsu, but it was like mad thick. It was like 1.5 2 inches thick. Wow. And just the whole presentation of it. I think if I have a photo, we'll post it here.
You probably do. Photo king.
It was like the tastiest. I'm sorry, Mom. It was just as tasty as my mom's.
Just as tasty.
Just as tasty.
I see what you did there.
And then the second one was, it was like, we went to a waterfall, and it was off this, the coast.
Yeah.
And there were a ton of rocks. So it wasn't like sand. It was just a ton of like rocks. And then at the bottom of the rocks were these old ladies, and they had this big bucket of water and I think like clams.
Clams, probably, yeah.
And they were just selling it there.
Yeah.
And it was basically $20, and they gave me a bunch of those clams and a bottle of soju.
Did you cook it on the?
No, it was just we just ate it there.
Oh, you ate it raw?
Yeah.
And
like we were just kind of squatting on the rocks and eating it and drinking it. And I was like, this is like freaking awesome.
No, it's a great experience.
On the rocks. I was like squatting on the rocks, eating it, drinking soju, and I was like, this is the dream.
I'm home.
This is the dream. Yeah. I am home.
See,
I think I have a photo of that too.
I think you do, because I've seen photos.
It's like 3 ladies.
Yeah.
And it's like a bunch of rocks because I took it from the top of the cliff.
Cute.
But man, those were the 2 meals that really stood out to me. What about you?
So I had a lot of Japanese food when I was there. My favorite was just going to ramen shops. I know that sounds dumb, but
That's so dumb.
There's this thing in Korea where it's like a bar, but you have your own room. So it's like this, like think of a train. Think of a train station and how you have your own little cubby in the train, and there's a table in the train. You know, it's like that, but a restaurant, right? You have your own little cubby and your own, I forget what they're called, but you know, like it's a restaurant where you have your own room, but it's these tiny little rooms and every single table is in their own room.
Is it kind of like a karaoke type of style?
No.
Where you get your own room?
No, it's not karaoke.
No, I'm not saying it is karaoke.
This car, they're going vroom. We like live by a street where everyone
It's
races.
like pretty late, and I feel like that gentleman had the need to show off his engine.
Yeah, but well, I have a clip. We can add the clip if you want. We can add the clip. It's not on my YouTube channel, but I do have a clip of it, and it took everything on my YouTube channel.
I have a clip, but I don't have it. But I have it.
I have it still, but yeah, it's like these little rooms. They're very popular in Korea. You all get this little tiny room. You just order food. And something awesome about Korea, which I loved, is there's a button. And you press this button.
Oh, yes. Yeah. Yes.
You press the button, and then your waiter or waitress comes. That way they're not bugging you all the time.
That's actually a very big difference, too.
Oh, my God. I love it.
So here, I believe waiters and waitresses, they come to your table to check up on you.
Yeah.
Is there anything you need? How's the food tasting? Some people like it, some people don't. Whereas in Korea, there are buttons on the table, and it's basically, when I need service, I will call you. Yeah,
that way they're not like disturbing your meal, or maybe they're just not coming to bring you a drink. Anytime you need a waiter or waitress, you press that button. And also, you don't have one particular waiter or waitress. So it's going to be any of them, because they don't work off tip. You don't tip over there.
That's
they get paid hourly.
No tipping.
No tipping. I get mixed reviews on this, because like I had a couple friends who were waiters, and they
in South Korea,
yeah, they did not like getting tipped. Like, to them, it's like, no, I'm getting paid for my job, don't tip me. Like, to them, they thought it was rude, but at the same time, if it was a foreigner, like, they kind of understood. Right. Yeah, because they feel like, you don't need to tip me, this is my job. Like, right. Yeah, because they're getting paid hourly, and they get paid pretty well hourly.
I also noticed that the prices you see on the menu is exactly what you pay.
Yes.
So it says 7,001.
There's like no taxes. Well, there's taxes.
I heard it was already in that price.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know, whereas here it's like
you're not
$4.99.
sure.
It's gonna come out to like $5.50, $5.60. Yeah. You know, $9.99, $11.
Yeah. So what you see is what you get, which is nice.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. So no tipping. The price you see on the menu is what
you're gonna pay.
So
that's nice.
Yeah.
Drinks
and
are awesome.
One thing I noticed is that here, when waiters and waitresses come and check up on you,
yeah,
they're like, oh, well, enjoy your food. And then I have the tendency to say, thanks, you too, just as an automatic response. Yeah. And it's like, they're not eating. Yeah. You know, when you say have a great day, and you're like, yo, thanks, you too.
Yeah.
That doesn't apply to...
Yeah, no, definitely not. So that's something really cool and interesting to know. So no tipping, and there's a button, so it's awesome. Yeah. And as for food, there's so much great food. And now this is the last thing I want to say about food, which is just shocking to me. Did you know, other than fried chicken, corn dogs and hot dogs are the second most popular food in Korea? I thought that was insane. I had no idea. It's the #1 food to eat when you travel or go to rest stops. And they get creative with their corn dogs. Right. It is the bee's knees over there. You know,
it's a corn dog here.
Yeah.
On a stick.
They call it a hot dog.
They call it a hot dog.
Over there.
But it's not.
It's not
their
like
hot dogs, aka corn dogs, aren't just regular corn dogs that you see here.
There's like cheese in them, like little potatoes hanging out.
Like they don't mess around. It's like almost a full meal. Just one hot dog.
Oh, and they're huge.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're thick.
You know, they actually have a couple of those shops in Koreatown in LA too.
They do.
And I'm sure they have it in several other Koreatowns in the US. Yeah. So if you ever get a chance, check out their hot dogs, what you know as corn dogs, because it's...
Yeah, and they have a lot of different types of food, so it's hard really to get into it. But that's like two of the most shocking things to me, and just stuff you guys need to know before you get there. Now, I know you guys want to get into the juicy stuff. I know why you ladies are here, and gentlemen. I find out why the gentlemen are here.
I know why everybody's here. They don't want to know. They don't want to know.
They want to know how to live a K-drama dream. That's what they want to know. So let's get into it. Let's talk dating. I'm going to drink my drink.
Dating.
You can hear it. Sorry, guys. I'm like thirsty.
Where do we start? So the one thing that comes to my mind with dating is that couples tend to celebrate 100 days. So it's 100 days of being together, and there are a lot of apps that keep track.
Yeah, let's talk about
when you first started dating.
Yeah, that's a good point. Let's lead up to that. So let's start from the beginning, how dating works.
How does it work?
So, like, I lived there, so I learned a lot from my friends. So, first of all, I guess it's super weird to be friends if you're a boy and a girl. They don't think that's cool or whatever. Everyone I've talked to is like, no, that's not a thing.
I mean, I think that goes back. I mean, people here think that way too. Not everybody.
But it's more over there. It's like, nah, fam, like, no. So, I don't think they have like dating apps, but I think it's more of a, like, you see someone at like a club or you just meet someone at work. Like, it's more casual over there when you meet someone. And based on what I know, like, if you go on a couple dates, like, you don't say when you're official, it just kind of happens, you know? And the way it happens is...
Wait, you don't say you're official?
You, like, don't say it. It's like, if you guys keep going on dates, it just eventually becomes official. And this is, like, me learning and then from, like, experience for myself as well. So, like, because I had a lot of friends over there. They tell me everything because I was always asking questions. Mm-hmm. And also, like, you know, I had so many friends over there that were married. Mm-hmm. And they tell me everything. And all of us agree that they say I love you way too quick.
Wait. You had friends in South Korea that were married that were giving you dating advice?
No. So, I was in a Facebook group.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it was like a Facebook group of all these women who lived over there who were married to Korean men, and we all agreed on this, that Korean men say I love you way too soon. And like, I'm not just saying this. I even would talk to like my Korean girlfriends about it. They'd be like, yeah, it's like.
How soon is soon?
Like 2 dates. And like, once they say I love you, that means you're together. And I'm not saying all Koreans. I'm just saying, like, based on my experience, my friends' experience, my Korean girlfriends' experiences, and also, like, Korean dudes that I was friends with telling me about it, like, they all said the same thing. So I'm just going off at least 25 people have told me this. So
that's a big heart.
Yeah. So based, like, on the girls, like, we'd all talk about how they would say I love you way too soon. And in my case, that happened. In my girlfriend's case, that would happen, and I don't think they meant it, and they just say it, and like that means you're together now. Like that's my thoughts and opinions, and their thoughts and opinions as well. So it wasn't really like, okay, we're boyfriend girlfriend now. So usually, if you're going on dates, that means you're together, right? It's not like, okay, I'm gonna date around, I'm gonna date a bunch of people, and then I'll let you know when I'm official. Like it is kind of like over here, based on my knowledge of it, and. I don't know what people want to know about the dating scene is like a lot of people live with their parents.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
they tend to, from what I've noticed, they tend to move in after marriage.
Yeah. After marriage.
So they're still engaged, live with the family, and then.
Yeah. And it is not normal to go meet parents. So if you guys...
It's not normal?
It's not normal, no. So if you're going to meet their parents, that means that's a big step. That means marriage. You know, it's like over here, it's pretty normal to just bring a girlfriend over or a boyfriend over in America. In Korea, if we bring a boyfriend or girlfriend over, like that's a big deal. That's a big commitment
it's like,
thing.
We're in it to win it.
Yeah,
Mom,
so...
Dad, this is...
Based on my experience and others' experiences that I've talked to, it's like that's a big deal. So like you can't just go over their house and watch movies if they live at home. So a lot of people will go to like karaoke bars, just go out to dinner, go bowling, go shopping, and that's like a date, right? And a lot of people go to karaoke bars so they can make out.
Cafes. Wait, that was bad time. No, people don't go to cafes to make out.
Well,
wait,
no.
what?
No, they go to
I don't
karaoke
know what kind of cafes
to
you went
make
to.
out. No, they go to karaoke
You and I
bars
have two different
to make
ideas.
out. Yeah, so they go to karaoke bars to make out, you know, because that's the only time they're alone. And I'm just telling you guys what I know, what I was
You're
told.
tainting my idea of beautiful cafes.
No, I never said. Well, yeah, cafes, you know, go on cute dates and the night at a karaoke bar. And
I can't remember if I went to a karaoke bar.
I went to a lot of karaoke bars. It was a lot of fun.
You know, one thing I noticed was that, or I noticed a lot of things, but this just reminded me, because you said people go out to karaoke bars at night. I went to a lot of bars.
Yeah.
And the ratio of male to female was very different than what you see here. Like here, it's like I feel like you go to a bar and it's like 5-6 males to 1 female, the ratio. Whereas in South Korea, it was like, I want to say almost even, if not more females.
Really? Because everywhere I went, I felt like there was less females.
Maybe it's because I just went on like
the
days, like these particular days where all the women were out.
They're like, hey.
And I was like I remember walking in, they checked my ID, walked in, and I was with my sister. And it was just like all these girls. And I was like, am I at a particular bar for women? But no, it was like just one of like the more popular
Maybe you're
bars.
Just in a hot spot.
It was just all women. This was where was I? Oh, Itaewon.
Ah, okay. Yeah, when I went there was a lot of females.
And I was like, what the heck? And then that's when I learned of the term hunting.
Yes.
And I was like, hunting? And they're like, yeah. Like.
So please explain, what is hunting?
So from what I understand was the term hunting was you show up to a bar or you go out and your intentions are to hunt and find yourself a partner.
Yeah. That's how it is. Yeah. people go, this is from what I know, is we're going into the night scene, though. I wouldn't necessarily say that's a dating scene. I say that's a night scene. Scene. I guess that fits into dating. Yeah. So, like I said, a lot of people don't really use dating apps. It's not really how they meet. It's more of nightclubs, bars, that kind of thing. And there are two different types of nightclubs in Korea. There's the typical normal nightclub where it's just boys and girls. They go, they dance, they have fun. Then there's another type of nightclub where guys will rent tables, and then girls will be in the middle of the dance floor, and then the waiter will go find the guys a girl and bring the girl back to the table. And I can't remember if the girl has a wristband or not. So if they have like a wristband, that means they're okay with being pulled to a table to meet a guy. So it's like the guys tell the waiter what kind of girl they want. They go find the girl on the dance floor, bring them back. So I can't talk. Bring them back. And if the girl's like, yeah, I don't like you, she just leaves. And then like they'll go find another girl, bring her to the table, and that's how it is. So there's two different types of nightclubs. So I would say that's more of a hunting type of place you're probably at.
I feel like I went to a place like that.
That's probably why there were so many girls.
Yeah.
Yeah, because girls will go there because it's free drinks. Maybe a cute guy.
Mary and I, we just went to the bar and grabbed drinks together.
Oh yeah, that was probably why there's a lot of girls. Yeah, because there's two different types of nightclubs there. And like, that's how it works.
What is going on?
No, that's genuinely how it works. And you can talk to anyone in Korea, they'll be like, yeah, that's how it works. And that's what they do. And like I said, the girls will say if they want to be taken or not. And if they don't like the dude, the guys are pretty like cool about it. They're not going to like be like, no, you can't leave my table. You know, like the girls are there to get free drinks. You know? So like that's something that's very interesting because when I moved to Korea, I had this, like, you know, K-drama idea of couples, and that's not the truth. Like, its nightclub scenes are a whole nother level.
Yeah. There's this, I feel like people have this idea of what dating is like.
It's not like that.
I mean, there's a lot of things that are similar.
It's similar, but it's not like...
It's, guys, like, it's...
No, they move pretty fast in Korea. If you say, like, if you catch my drift, it's not gonna take 12 episodes to see a kiss over there. It's insanely quick. And then like I said, there's nowhere and I'm just saying, like, this is normal over there. No hate, I lived there, I know. Like I said, everyone lives at home, so they have hotels everywhere. They're called
love
hotels.
We talked about love hotels.
Yeah, there's love hotels everywhere, like everywhere, especially in Hongdae, all of where major clubs are. You're gonna see a bunch of them. And the interesting thing about Korea is you don't have to rent it for the whole night. You don't have to rent a room for a whole night.
Yeah, I heard about that.
They have options.
It's like hourly, right?
Yeah, you can rent it hourly for 3 hours, that and all that stuff, and then they give you. They give you like a package when you pay. They give you a package that has like toothbrush, brush, and condoms and stuff. I'm not even joking. That's what they do over there, and that's what they give you, and it's normal. Just being honest, I just spit everywhere.
Do you?
100%. That's what they do.
I mean, that's very nice of them, because let's say...
it's very kind of them.
Let's say I was just a dude that was hopping around couch surfing and I needed to take a shower. Yeah. And I needed toiletry. I would go to a love hotel. By myself.
For an hour, yeah. Get washed up.
Rent it for an hour. Get washed up. Get a free toothbrush. Get cleaned up. And get on my way. Yeah. So I guess... you could look at it as like so cute. You're treating yourself hotel.
Yeah, you're treating yourself good. Yeah. So anyways, don't expect a K-drama love story if you're going to a nightclub or a bar. But if you are into that, definitely go to a nightclub or a bar, because they're wanting. And that's what...
Oh, also, people that go out, everyone's dressed to the nines.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I was seeing dudes in suits.
Yeah. Like, people look good.
Like, everyone looked clean.
They all look like
the dudes
dolls.
look sharp.
And if you don't look good, they will tell you can't come in to a nightclub. They're very picky. If you're too old, they won't let you in. And unfortunately, if you're over a certain weight, they won't let you in. If some people are discriminated against their skin color, I wasn't let into a place because I was American one time.
Really?
So, yeah, there are certain places that won't let you in. Based on that kind of stuff. Rough. If they feel like you're not cute enough or that kind of thing, you will not be let in. And don't take it hard. Like, that's just how it is over there. And it's kind of sad that they do that. Mm-hmm. But it is true. And people do looking like they look like they're out of a K-drama.
I was about to say
they don't
that.
act like it. They look like it. No, they don't even look like out of a K-drama. They look like they came out of a K-pop video.
Yeah, everyone.
It's insane.
Yeah. Everyone looks good. And they dress well when they go out. Like, you can't wear this.
Don't go out in your PJs. Just go grab food.
Definitely not.
No, you got to get ready to go out over there.
The judgment.
They're really judgy if you don't look good. And if you don't have makeup on, put a mask. Because that's what a lot of girls do. They don't have makeup on. They'll put a mask on to hide that. It's insane. At
the clubs or
no,
the bars?
Just going every day. Like, every day leaving the house. Don't leave your house without makeup.
Really?
Yeah, when I lived there, like, girls who would leave their house without makeup, they always put a mask on. Or you would never see someone out in their PJs.
Yeah. I've never seen that.
Everyone's dressed up. Everyone has their hair done or at least pulled up. It's
the majority of people, okay.
Majority. Yeah. Definitely want to look. I wouldn't say like great. You just want to look like you take care of yourself. Just take care of yourself like you should take care of yourself. Like, just brush your hair. Go out. I should brush my hair right now, actually. No, it's crazy out there. So, yeah, don't expect the beautiful K-drama dream. But, hey, if you want to live the experience for a night, go to Hongdae. I think that's your best bet. I think Hongdae is a little bit better.
There's like a younger crowd over there because it's kind of like a college town, I think. At least
when I was there, they were all my age or a little bit older. So yeah.
Your age is younger. Like the college.
Yeah. Well, at the
average
time,
college
at
student
the time,
age,
yeah.
You know.
It's been 2 years now. I'm probably a little bit older. Yeah. So it's a good time. So as for like once you do get your K-drama dream and you're in a relationship, let's talk real quick about how different it is compared to Western relationships. In Korea, they have a lot of anniversaries.
Yes.
A lot of anniversaries. So your first anniversary is actually going to be your 100-day anniversary, which is a huge, huge deal. It's as if you guys have been together for a year. It's such a random day. 100 days. Do not forget that. I forgot it. You forgot it too, huh? And you say you forgot it too. Don't forget it. It's a big one. Then they have 300 days, which I thought was weird.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, they have like 300 days, which I thought was weird.
That's like almost a year, though.
It's not
Why
quite
not
a year.
Just wait 2 more months?
I know. It was the weirdest thing. And then you have several different holidays, like White Day. Mm-hmm. I can't remember if it's kind of like Valentine's Day. You have White Day, and I can't remember if
it says they also have like 100 days, 200,
300, 500, 1,000
1,000 days.
Yeah. Yeah, so those are the anniversaries, and then they have White Day. I can't remember if White Day is like where the girl gets the guy a present or the guy gets the girl a present. I can't remember.
Is that for like single people? Like White Day, Black Day? I think on
Black Day is for single people, right?
Yes,
yeah, and then White Day is the girl gets the boy a present. I don't think they have one necessarily for guys getting girls a present.
Is White Day held 1 month after Valentine's Day?
Yeah.
White Day,
and that's like where girls get guys stuff. I don't think there's really a holiday where the dudes get girl stuff. Mm-hmm. So super crazy. And something interesting is like Christmas is a holiday couple. It is like not looked at as a family holiday. It's looked at as a couple holiday. I think it's the same way in Japan. So
here it's more about the family, whereas there
in Korea it's like, do you got a date for Christmas? You know, I thought that was interesting in the anniversary aspect. And another thing I found interesting is everyone over there dresses the same. Like couples, like to have couple outfits. Couples rings are really big. We have couples rings. Just wearing the same outfits, head to toe, just matching. Every day, matching phone cases, all that jazz.
Oh, wow. Phone cases?
Yeah. All that jazz. They just want to match. I think it's cute.
It's cute.
I love that idea.
Cute.
I don't like if it's the exact same outfit. I would prefer like color coordinating.
Yeah, I mean, well, couples here do a lot of color
I
coordinating
I wouldn't mind color coordinating, but if we have the same pants on and same shirt on, that would be kind of weird.
You don't think it'd be cute?
I mean, it would be cute, but like, I don't know, out in public, I might be a little embarrassed. Something you should definitely not have the same as, though, is shoes. Now, let's get into our superstitions.
Oh, shoes.
So, in Korea, they say if you buy your partner a pair of shoes, they're going to take those shoes and run away.
Put it on and
run away.
Walk away.
So never buy a partner.
From you.
I don't know if it's matching shoes or a pair of shoes. I'm not sure.
No, I think it's just
a pair of shoes.
Just shoes in general.
Yeah, so don't expect your man to be getting you a pair of shoes. And if he does, he probably don't want you.
Although I think it'd be different like once you're like engaged or married.
Yeah, that's different.
But it's just like a superstition.
Like, it's so funny though, because like you got a pair of shoes.
I got a pair of boots.
And you ran away.
One of my exes. And the moment I got it, I was like, ooh. And I was like, it's just a superstition. And I think we ended up breaking up 3 months later.
Yeah, you ran away.
You know, I was thinking about those shoes.
Were they nice?
The other week. They're okay. They're boots. I just couldn't break them in. And now I don't even know where they are.
Yeah, I got a pair of shoes too. And my relationship didn't work. I ran away too. And my shoes, I couldn't break in either. They hurt. They were not comfortable. Maybe it's a sign. It's a sign. Maybe if your partner gets you shoes and they hurt, that means your relationship's not going to last. Maybe that's the truth.
So just think about it twice before you buy your partner shoes.
Yeah.
If you believe in superstition.
Another fun one is, I think this one's like everyone kind of knows this one, is they believe a fan can kill you at night.
Yeah. Fan.
Yeah. It's a real thing. I didn't believe it till I went there. They genuinely believe it. Didn't you say your mom believes that too?
Yeah, when she was a kid.
Oh.
You know, like so when I was a kid, they told me, you never leave the fan on.
You never do.
You will die. And I was like, why? Or you know what? When I was a kid, I don't think I asked why. I just said,
like, oh my God,
no.
that fan has it out for me.
And then I think like scientifically I learned when I was in college was that like you don't leave it on because it creates some sort of weird, like the air turns all weird and
Get
stuff.
out of here. That's not true.
Like, I don't know. Somebody was. I think it might have been like my Korean teacher.
I was about to say, was it Korean?
And I was like, really?
Whatever. I leave the fan on all the time.
The superstition
that one's a fun one. What are some other ones? I'm trying to think.
Oh, look right here. The theory being that the fan circulation of stale air causes its user to choke on their own carbon dioxide.
Jesus. That's pretty...
That's dark.
That's dark. That's super dark. Oh, writing names in red ink is a death threat. I've heard about this one. That's very interesting, though. So, yeah. So, I was told this by our producer in Korea who lived in Korea. She was telling me, yeah, like if you ever notice, there's always blue pens everywhere. I never write with a red pen. And she's the one who actually told me this. And another one is also the elevators. What is it? Is it number 7?
There's 13.
No, that's in America.
I think it's also there.
No, it's 4. It's 4.
4 and 13.
It's 4. So there's no elevators in Korea with the number 4 because the number 4 in
4 is
Korean
an number.
Sounds like the word death. Isn't that what it is? Yeah, set, death. It's kind of the same.
Don't put a mirror in front of a door. Mirrors are the foundation for a number of superstitions all around the globe. This is the first time I'm hearing this.
I have not heard that one.
While Europeans and North Americans take care not to break mirrors, Koreans avoid putting them directly in front of a door, as this will deflect good luck from entering.
Oh, I haven't heard that one before.
No bueno.
Washing your hair washes
away good luck.
I haven't heard that one.
Oh, I think it's on New Year's. In Korea, New Year's Day provides the perfect opportunity to begin a new year with a fresh start.
Okay.
Often, Koreans will not wash their hair on this day as it's believed to wash away the good luck. Okay.
Oh, dang. Maybe that's why I've had such bad luck.
Students, it says, where'd it go? Students will not wash their hair before a test so as to not wash away all of the knowledge they gained from studying. You know, my mom said that.
She did?
And she was like, no, wash your hair. And I'm like, you're right, Mom. It's sweaty. It's nasty.
Gross. I need to
look
oily. Good. I like your mom. She's very American now.
Oh, whistling at night summons spirits. Actually,
I've heard this.
My grandma actually told me that. She actually said, if I whistle at night, a snake's going to come.
A snake?
Yeah.
That's scary.
Yeah. And I was like, okay, I'm done whistling.
I will never whistle ever again.
And then the last one is, dreaming of pigs will bring you wealth. In other countries, or in many countries, pigs are seen as dirty animals, but in Korea,
I've heard that too, but I heard that just in general. If you
they represent fertility and wealth.
Dang. You know what's funny is I had a dream about a pig the other day, but it was Henry.
Way.
It was Henry. I was dreaming of Henry, my pig. I used to have a pet pig.
Well, I mean, it still fits the bill.
Right?
Henry's a pig. You dreamt about him.
Anyways, that was really fascinating. If you guys have any questions like you want us to really get into about any type of scene in Korea, let us know. We'll be more than happy to answer those. So make sure to comment down below what questions you have and what you want to know, because we're more than happy to let you know. Like I said, I lived there. I have experience there. Your parents are from there.
I've been there.
Yeah.
I used to date somebody. We did a long distance thing.
Yeah.
So I learned a lot about
everything.
Yeah.
So.
And yeah, that's you know, it's funny. My dad would speak a lot about Korea based on like what he's seen in dramas, and then my mom just straight up calls him out. She's
really?
Like, bro, like, you haven't lived there since you were 18. You're like, you've lived in America like almost twice as long as
I love that.
As that. So it's changed a lot. And so when I went there and came back and showing him photos and stuff, he was like, whoa. And I was like, yeah, it's like insanely crazy.
Yeah, I bet he loved it. It's very modernized,
yeah,
which I
super
was
modernized.
Expecting. Yeah, it's really cool.
Yeah,
it's cheap.
The American dollar goes a long way.
Oh my God, yes it does. And honey, I'm just telling you, if you are sick of overpaying right now, we can go back.
I don't know. That soju deal sounds
man. Korea's looking real pretty with Utah prices right now. What's up, Utah? What's up with this housing market, Utah? About to leave yo ass, Utah. Just kidding. I love Utah. I don't love our inflation.
But anyways, this was a fun one.
This was a fun one. I enjoyed this one.
Mm-hmm. Well, thank you guys so much for watching and listening. This is our second episode.
Is it? Yeah, no, it is our second episode.
Yeah, this is our second episode. And yeah, we just love doing this and sharing our experiences. And again, nighttime talks. We do this at night. Share stories. Share experiences.
What will we talk about next?
Yeah, let us know if there's anything you guys want to learn about, hear about our experiences.
Yeah, anything.
Share stories. We'd love to hear about your experiences. If you've been to South Korea or any other country.
Yeah.
So thanks again.
Thank you guys.
We'll see you in the next one.
We'll see you in the next one. See ya.